pretty amazing at age 12. Usually when I show the first clips of somebody's career, you can get pretty far along before you can say Academy Award nominee. But you got nominated for an Oscar at age 13 for really your first big movie, certainly, Atonement. A great performance in that movie. How did that one come about for you, to work with Joe Wright, the director, and get into that movie?
Well, this is what I mean when I say there's so much of it that's down to luck. You obviously have to work hard and be professional as well, but you need a certain amount of people to put your name forward for things and believe in you and things like that. And I had done the first show that I did, I'll get to Atonement, but the first show that I did was an Irish show. And I'd gotten that. That was one of the first auditions I went for. I got that and I got a taste for it and really loved it. And then the second show that I had done, I had a little part in it, and it was Roz and John Hubbard who cast that, who are very successful casting agents, well, all around the world, but in the UK and Ireland mainly. And so I met them and they put me up for my first film, which Amy Heckerling directed, called I Could Never Be Your Woman, which is a bit of a mouthful. And so I got that, and the dialect coach on I Could Never, Jill McCullough, who really, again, opened my eyes to sound and accents, and how accents, if you're able to do them, the possibilities are limitless when it comes to what character you can play, because your voice and how you communicate is so important when it comes to creating a role, So anyway, she had worked with Joe on Pride and Prejudice, and she works with Ciara a lot and everything. And she mentioned Joe to me, and, I was going up for this little upper class English child from the 1930s who's supposed to be Keira Knightley's sister. Completely wrong for it. I was Irish, I was pale, blue eyes, blonde hair, didn't look anything like Ciara or anyone else who was cast to be in the film. And I sent off a tape that I did in my garden in Carlow in the countryside, and I had my dog Sassy in it with me, and introduced Sassy to Joe and the producers and all that, because of course they wanted to meet my dog. And who wouldn't? She was a terrific dog. And then I got a call back, and I went over and I met Joe and, fell in love with him and the film instantly. And then I went over and I read again, and then he gave me the part, and it kind of went on from there. But I always remember thinking that, Jesus, if Jill hadn't mentioned me to him, I think there was a lot of people that were involved in the casting that didn't feel I was right for it. And I wasn't. They were right, I wasn't. It was between Joe and Gina J, the casting director, who really pushed me, And if they hadn't have done that, who knows what would have happened. I probably wouldn't be here now,